Danny Ferbert has gotten into the interview and review zine business. He does a pretty good job. Hey everybody, it's Tom. It's FANzine Live, and we are doing a new release video talking about Danny Ferbert's Electric Transit, a nifty little zine that, in my mind, fills an interesting space in the world of zines. And I really am excited to share this one with you because Electric Transit is a combination of art, interviews, a few comics, and then some reviews. He sent me 2 issues. This is the April 25 issue. This is the May 25 issue. So it looks like he's trying at least to get this going monthly. More power to him. Looks like it would be issue 1, issue 2, and then 4 being April, 5 being May, and then 2025. So that might be how he does his progression here. He's got a number of interviews. In this case, Joseph Morris, Toshio Maeda, Morgan Herron. And then in this next one, he's got James Banderas Smith, Vicky Moto, yours truly, and Robin Bougie. Nice cover. I believe these are Danny's pieces. And I believe the artwork in this is by Danny. Does not specifically say so, though it does say Turtle House Comics, Derek and Nova Doggy Tales are by Danny Ferbert. But as you can see, he's got 5 reviews, and then he has some spot illustration pieces that he drops in to fill out the space in the page. So this is his first one. Interview with Joseph Morris. Now this is where if I have to offer any constructive criticism, I'm going to do this. Well, first off, this particular issue wasn't stapled. The second one was, so we'll just presume that he's fixed that, and this was just an anomaly. But when it comes to doing interviews, I personally find that readability trumps everything. Put in a little bit of extra white space, perhaps change the name or change the font style of the interviewer and the interviewee so that they're different. Maybe even offer an extra line space in between the two, just so it's easy to see what the questions are and easy to see what the answers are, rather than just get blasted with a whole page full of text. Because this is actually really interesting. The stuff on Joseph Morris is really interesting. Joseph and I actually joined the United Fanzine organization at the same time, well, for me this time around, and he's a terrific artist. The other thing I think would be really interesting on these would be where you are interviewing zine creators, put in photos or illustrations from the content of the people who you are interviewing. This appears to be Danny's work. It is very nice. However, it has nothing to do with Joseph Morris. And so just to tie it all together stylistically, I think that would be better. Star process, he did not do that, I believe, on the first review. Yeah, he didn't. But he started to do that, and I think that's a great thing. I do like how we've got a manga artist living in Japan, Toshio Maeda, and then he does a review of a Toshi Maeda illustrated piece. That's a smart move. If you're going to do reviews, perhaps put a piece of the illustration in, maybe a cover, something like that. And then another Toshi Maeda, Morgan Herron. And again, the artwork is great. And then you can see he's got the comics reviewed photos. So he's got the artwork available. And Toshi Maeda is pretty good. I just think that it would be better to have it more closely attached to the work that is out there. And then you can see he's got his Explorama advertising page. Let's take a look at the second real quick. A lot of the same issues. Got to make sure everything fits on the page. Give yourself a border if you're going to use a photocopier. And when you're doing, it looks like this is just a pretty standard word processor style layout. Just make it 2 columns and throw about an ½ inch, maybe even an inch. I would probably do an inch of column space in between 2 separate columns. You do that, everything will fit. This one fits a lot better, but again, it's a giant wall of text, and that's tough to roll through. James has a lot to say. We've got another manga review, a Vicky Moto interview, which this Vicky Moto stuff sounds interesting. A newer cartoonist on the scene, become known for graphic, funny gag comics, often political, often offensive, never apologetic. I would love to see Vicky Moto comics. That looks really interesting to me. I know that there are links in here, but put a sample in. I'm sure that the person would enjoy it, that the interviewee would enjoy it. My interview, I clearly wrote too much and wrote back too much. This was a email style interview. And again, the margins are great. We're seeing improvement from 1 to 2. I love to see that. It would be nice to just see these kind of a little more structured. Robin Bougie, Canadian cartoonist. I mean, these are really good pieces. The other thing I found interesting was on this one, you can see my interview. Then he switches to Robin Bougie, and then he has my interview continued and concluded. And the same thing happens with Robin. I'm not entirely sure why Robin's is out of order, but not a huge issue. Another good review, continued. So we got it properly there. And then the pictures of the comics. I'm really excited to see interviews of zine makers, reviews of zines and comics. I think it's awesome. I think Electric Transit is off to a great start. We're seeing improvement from issue to issue. You ought to support this. I'm going to put information on how to get it, most likely through that explorama.storenv.com. I'm guessing it's there. Pick this up, support this. Danny deserves the support, and we need more of this type of dialogue and content in the zine world. That's it for now, everybody. Thank you for watching FANzine Live. Let me know what you think about this. Leave a like if you're so inclined. Definitely leave a comment. Let me know if you know of any other really good interview zines. Always interested in seeing those. And of course, subscribe to the channel, because the more people who learn about zines like Electric Transit, the better off we all are as zine enjoyers and zine makers. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.